Well, we had reached a stage in our life when we were getting ready to do a couple things. One is get into a home of our own, and also we wanted to start our family.
We went through all the infertility process and realized that in order for us to have a family, we were going to need to adopt. And we realized that adoption isn't cheap. It takes a lot of money. We kind of had to choose, do we want a house or do we want to start a family? And we chose to start a family.
And so all our money that we'd saved up for a down payment on a house actually went to adopting our first son. We had the opportunity to adopt a little boy whose birth mom is from Seattle, and we flew out there and picked him up when he was only 4 days old. And we got to spend a couple weeks out there with him, just getting to know him and getting to become parents for the very first time.
The first year of Carter's life, we were in an apartment, and it was very hard because we had to be quiet. Little boys like to run around and throw things on the floor and make lots of noise.
And that put us in a somewhat tough situation. We're hoping to get into a place where Carter would have room to run around and grow up and be a little boy. And the housing situation being what it is, and the lending rules changing or becoming more stringent, a lot of the bigger banks wouldn't even give us the opportunity to or consider us for a loan.
One day we were talking to a friend and we told him that we were ready to buy a house, but we weren't able to because we had spent all our money for a house on adoption, and we weren't able to use that money for a down payment. And it was then that he told us about Community First Credit Union and some of the plans that they have going on for first-time home buyers, and that's when we got excited that maybe we will be able to get into our first home.
They were much more willing to take the time to sit down with us and visit with us and discuss what it would take for us to get into a home with our own personal situation. And they seemed to be a lot more flexible, and they gave us options, and they gave us a solution to how we could get into a house.
Community First Credit Union made it possible for us to get into a house that we didn't think we could afford otherwise.
They put to rest all our concerns and just really made this opportunity available to us so that we could get in our new home, and it's been really great.
Carter is the greatest blessing in my life. I love nothing more than to watch him grow up and to see him change and develop. And one of my favorite times of the day is when his dad comes home and his eyes light up and he just runs to his dad and through their home, and it's just exciting.
He's been a great blessing in our lives, and we just love him to death.
So now we've got the best. We've got a family and a home that we get to go home to each night, and we're very grateful and blessed for what we have.
There's always going to be an appreciation in my heart for Community First Credit Union.